The update has been so much fun throughout the weekend, and today I wanted to just talk about the update in general, and then just the new character. We got Rocko coming up next. Who knows what they're gonna do next after him, and who's gonna come out after Rocko. They don't have a character for winter. I'm not sure what their plans are for the winter of 2022. I want to talk about that, and then just other things that I'm going to get ready to discuss for this game today. And just playing it throughout the weekend, it's been super fun. I had a battle against every character on the roster, and when every time a new character comes out, I usually just have them battle the roster the next day and just getting to know the moves and stuff. I think Hugh Neutron is one of the most fun characters to play, the funniest character that they added into the game, and I still can't believe he's still in the game. They got him into the game, and I'm just really grateful that they managed to add someone from the Jimmy Neutron series, and it's one of the greatest shows of the Nickelodeon universe. And I grew up watching the show. I love all the episodes, and even the movie itself. And they even have a lot of different references from the show and the movie. When he loses for his lunacy animation, he has that device. It looks like chocolate. I don't know why it's that color, but I swear it was a different color from the movie. In the Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius movie, those devices that each parent had, and it was up to Jimmy Neutron and all the kids, Cindy and all the crew from his friends, Cindy, Carl, Sheen, and Libby, and Nick and all the other characters from the show to band together and try to go visit this particular planet to save their parents and from these aliens. I forgot their names, but they can also possibly be in the game. It would be nice to see them being implemented as a little boss fight. They can do that for a new mode, and he's just one of many characters I would like to see in the game. It's for a little playable boss mode to really update the playlist for the game. But for this update, before we get into anything else I wanted to talk about today, um, you're probably wondering what else did they add. It's just Hugh Neutron and a bunch of changes to these characters. It's such a giant abundance of characters that got changed throughout the patch notes, and this is the biggest update yet in regards to patch notes, with over 20 pages, if not 28 pages or more. And you guys can check it out if you want to, but I feel like most people are more curious about what got new, what got added, what's new that's got into the game, and what's been added as far as new content and or sort of new modes and playable uh, characters. Hugh Neutron is the newest character for this Hugh update, and his own stage from the show. I'm going to talk about that and bring that up on the screen, and then just as you can see on the screen from this for this patch notes, as far as information, various balance adjustments across the cast for new character changes and bug fixes. And I'll link y'all to the patch notes if y'all are interested in checking it out. I'll just send you guys the link in the description. But for me, I was curious to see if they were going to add in a new feature for this game, but they didn't. I thought it was going to come out with this. I thought that's what was taking it so long, because it was probably going to be a brand new feature, because it was going to be a brand new game mode that we can experience with Hugh Neutron, but we didn't get that. So this playlist for extras, I thought it was going to be something here, because it's still the same, but I'm going to get ready to talk about that. But first I want to react to the stage and just talk about the update in general and just the character. He's so much fun. He even has lightning kicks. If you do a 360 motion with whatever button is your taunt from your control scheme, because not everybody has the same controls, not everybody plays on the same platform, the control schemes is going to be completely different from each individual player in a way he or she see fits. For this game, for Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, my taunt is L1 because I'm playing on PlayStation 5, but it's a little bit different, and it's not easy to really consistently do the lightning kicks, because you can sometimes end up doing the taunt and it leaves you open. So it's a very risky move, but once you pull it off and you can hit with it, you're going to do a lot of damage, and you might potentially launch the enemy off the stage. So it's definitely nice to see that they added that into the game and part of his showcase as a little surprise, like Chun-Li kicks from Street Fighter. It's really awesome that they did that. So it makes him even more of a dangerous character when you go against him. But he's so much fun to play with. And something else I want to talk about just to react to, I wish it was an alternate costume, a certain alternate costume, like cool Hugh Neutron. Everybody wanted to see that costume. I wish they added it, but unfortunately, they cannot add every single costume that we want because there's only so much they can get access to and that they're allowed to access as far as the costumes. I don't know too much of the story, but that's just what I found out. With the duck hat was actually one of the costumes, one of many other costumes that I imagined him wearing for my own character ideas that I made for him for Hugh Neutron way before we even knew that he was getting announced, way before the universe pack ever existed, way before Genie got announced. I already did a video for Hugh Neutron getting into the game for a potential ability, but I didn't think it was going to be something like him getting into the game over Jimmy Neutron. But I'm cool with his alternate costume. Let's just go ahead and click on it. It's nice to see him in the game. The character model, the colors, it looks nice. Let's just pick something. So we already got, they have so many other characters they could put into the game now, because I can already visually see it. All these different brand new characters, the roster could be even more stacked than it is right now. And just from this stage, I didn't think we were going to be this. I didn't think it would be this. I was really shocked, but I'm cool with it being this stage because this music is good. And I don't know which particular episode it is. It's been so long since I watched, and this particular stage references his daydream. Everything that he loves, is in this. So Judy Neutron I'm surprised isn't in the background floating with a little image of her or something like that. And you got the ducks and the pie all in the background. It's almost similar to Garfield's stage of Sweet Dreams in a way, but Garfield has way more going on in comparison to the Duck Pie stage. So it's so much fun being able to play on this stage. The music is great and very well done. I thought we were going to the taco shack. I thought it was going to be McSpanky's. I thought it was going to be the candy bar. All those different stages that they got in the world of Jimmy Neutron, I just thought it would be something of that matter. But considering the fact that Jimmy Neutron is not a background character in this stage, that's more relieving in my honest opinion. I'm glad Jimmy Neutron is not in the background, because I really believe that he deserves to be in the game just as much as Hugh Neutron. Hugh Neutron was a fan request and a requested character, which I'm cool with, and he's so much fun. I'm glad that they put him in. But now they can probably finally get Jimmy Neutron at some point later on in the near future. He doesn't have to be the next character after Rocko. I don't think he's going to be the next character after Rocko, if anything. But let's get some other characters represented in the show, from the show. It'll be nice to have them in. He's a Nickelodeon icon. It's his show, of course. But there's other characters that they can get to dig into the world of the Jimmy Neutron universe and all these other shows from Danny Phantom and more. But I wanted to react to the stage. It's just so much fun playing on it. It's a nice stage with the music, very well put together. And it's a Hugh thing. It's a Hugh update. This is his update. So it fits him. Fits him perfectly. So I think they really did a really good job with the update. I'm happy with it. But the only thing I wanted is just like a particular feature that I was hoping to be a part of it. And I'm going to talk about it. I thought it was going to be crossplay. And we only heard about crossplay one time. Crossplay was supposed to come out in Q1 of 2022. We only heard about it one time. It's only been brought up once that it's supposed to be coming out, but we don't even know what's going on with it. Is it still going to be coming out? And our next character that we already know about that's coming soon later on this fall is Rocko. So is Rocko going to come out with crossplay? And what do you guys think? And I'll just go as far as saying Rocko probably is going to come out in early October, maybe potentially. And then some people have different dates in regards to the Rocko's anniversary, that when he can probably come out, which is completely fine. I don't know Rocko's Modern Life's anniversary. I haven't seen the show in a long time, but I grew up watching that show just as much as all these other shows from around Rocko's time. We got Ren and Stimpy, Cat Dog, Rugrats, Wild Thornberrys, and more. Doug, etc. So many different shows that were around before we got to My Life as a Teenage Robot, before we got to Danny Phantom, before we got to SpongeBob and Avatar: The Last Airbender and the Loud House and so much more, and Invader Zim. It goes on and on. But What's the status of crossplay? We haven't heard anything about the status of crossplay. Is it being delayed? Is it on hold? We would love to hear that. That's something I would think most, not even just me, I would like to hear about it, but majority of the community are waiting for this particular feature that's been waited, that's been promised from Q1 of 2022. What's the status? We haven't even heard any sort of communication about that, any sort of transparency. No transparency as part of the crossplay in regards to what's happening with it. Because I think with the status of the online, there's not going to be many people playing this update this after this weekend is over, because some people have come back because of the characters in and try and give them a tryout. Try them out, buy the character, see what he can do, take him online for a little bit, or maybe play the arcade, go to training, see what you can do, get used to the moveset, and then you're all out of options. You're basically going to be battling the AI. You have to get lucky enough to find players. But if you're not playing during the release time for this weekend, you're probably not going to be able to find much of any players on your platform. It doesn't matter what you play on, because it's such a hassle trying to get into lobbies and trying to find people. And not even just that, the online needs to be fixed. It's laggy, it's freezing, and I think ever since Jenny Wakeman came out, the online connections have gotten a lot worse. Even if it's not that many people online, the connections are not really all that great. You're freezing, you're lagging, and even playing throughout this weekend on the stream, it's funny to seeing it. Just when someone else was playing as Hugh Neutron, he couldn't even control himself on the bike, which is too fast. When he brought out the bike, he froze in the air, and then, well, prior to freezing, he would right off the stage and he would lag right off and teleport. And even certain things was happening in the stage where some of the players would randomly explode, and they just would lose a life out of nowhere, and they can't really control themselves. It's a lot of stuttering, it's freezing, and a lot of lag in regards to the online. So it needs to be stabilized before the crossplay comes out. But I would at least like to know some kind of status update. Is it still being worked on? Is it still coming soon? Even if it doesn't have a release date, let us know. Let's get some transparency about the crossplay status, because this is one of the most important features. Even if you don't have a game mode, a brand new game mode for this particular game that's ready to go right then and there, you can come out and have crossplay so everybody can play together and connect. Whether you choose to play on PlayStation, whether you choose to play on Switch, PC, or Xbox, whatever your favorite platform is that you own this game on, you can be able to play with your friends, and they don't have to worry about trying to buy a whole different console just to play with you. I don't think it should work like that. So I'm just not even sure what's going on for crossplay. Heard some things about it could be put on hold. Maybe it's ready, but I would at least like to know. I would like to hear from them, just hear them saying it. We don't even know what's going on as far as this important crossplay, and it's just such a huge difference maker. And I think crossplay will really bring that extra flame, that extra life that the game needs for players to make a comeback and start playing. But we just don't know the progress of it, and then we don't even know. Was it supposed to be a part of the Hugh Neutron patch? Is it going to be a part of the next one? It makes me think it's most guaranteed to be a part of the next one, because it's been so long. Because they got announced at the beginning of the year, of this brand new year, of what they're going to be working on for new features and more with voiceovers and items. That was a surprise update. Let's kick it back. New content available. Watch this. You got both of these voiceovers. These two, they're in two different tabs on the screen here. But voiceovers and items, these particular things came out together. This was a surprise update. They didn't even tell us when this was going to come out, but it was part of the announcement of crossplay, voice lines and crossplay. But items was not even brought up. It wasn't brought up in the same sentence. So items was a nice little surprise alongside of the voiceover. So maybe crossplay might be some kind of additional surprise hidden update that might be coming soon. Maybe it's coming sooner. It might come out before Rocko. It might end up coming out before Rocko. It might come out with Rocko, the brand new Rocko update this fall. We don't even know what's gonna happen. But it gets me excited because if you got a new character and then crossplay, everybody's going to be playing and checking it out to see how it runs and see if people can really connect and really test it out. You got the new character. That's what I was hoping was going to come out with him, but it didn't. So we don't even know what's happening right now. Because I'm just going to say it. Everybody a little bit on the hush hush. We don't even know what's happening with crossplay. This is the biggest feature that you need for this game to really take it places to keep people active online. It's so hard to find people. And I'm gonna say it right now, being open. I'm playing this game on PlayStation 5. I'm playing this on a PS5. It's just to try to play with somebody on the Switch. They will have to buy a PS5 and then the game itself. But a PS5 is so scarce in the world, and it's so tough to get one even after this time going into over, past a year of being out from its launch period. It's not going to be easy even trying to connect with someone. They'll have to get a whole new console to play with to be able to play with me. This game doesn't even have cross-gen support. So you playing this game on PS4, you can't join me because you have to have the PS5 version. That's a problem. So that's how important crossplay is. So playing games like Dead by Daylight, it has the crossplay, but it also has the cross-gen support to support it so you can play with everyone on different platforms. This game needs the crossplay so people can play together and be able to play it more often. With that crossplay, you solve the issue with the lack of the player base because everybody will be able to play together without having to worry about what platform that person owns and what they choose and what they have and what they do not have. Crossplay solves a lot of problems. So I'm not sure if it's on hold. I don't know the full story. Maybe it is ready to go at some point, or maybe they have to do some additional testing. But just like I finished saying for the online, it needs to be fixed because it doesn't really run well. The matches are extremely laggy. It freezes too much. It's too much stuttering. So I'm hoping that they add some kind of particular fixes for this particular online. Let's stabilize the online first, get it patched up. And I thought it would be a little bit better for this new update this weekend. Let's get it patched up, and then let's bring out that crossplay. But maybe it's more testing that needs to be done. I can't imagine it being easy. I'm not a developer. I'm just playing the game and creating content. Because I love playing the game anyway. And I'm playing the best of both worlds. For both new platform fighters that everybody plays to this day. For the new generation of platform fighters that everyone's playing. So it's still fun. But we just need so much more. So is that crossplay going to be ready at some point? I hope they can eventually be a little bit more transparent of what's going on behind the scenes. Is it still coming soon? Or is it still delayed? Maybe it's going to probably come out as a surprise. As a shadow drop. Just like they did with the voice lines and items. We don't know. And then characters like Hugh Neutron. I think he can still get in. I don't think he's coming out after Rocko. They can get other series in the game. Let's get some other characters from these other shows in other iconic worlds evolved into the game. Let's get some more modes. Even if you don't have crossplay ready, let's come out with some new modes. Let's come out with some new modes so we can be able to play some more things and get access. Because when you come out with more modes, you got more play value. When you come out with the crossplay, you got more players to be able to play with each other and be able to connect with one another without having to worry about the platform of choice of he or she of that person that they may have that fits their forte. See what I'm saying? So, well, they play on the Switch, gotta have a Nintendo Switch, and then you gotta have a Switch copy of Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. He playing on PlayStation, gotta have a PlayStation, and then a copy of a PS5 or a PlayStation copy of the game. So you gotta spend money to play with that person. That's just how big crossplay is for this game, at least in my opinion. And it's not just me; it's everybody else that's asking for it. But only bringing it up one time, it needs to be something that needs to be addressed. If the crossplay is going to take a little bit longer, let's get some more modes so we can expand. We got 3 modes. I barely play the sports mode. I'm playing stock every time I stream. I turn the timer off. I play stock every time. Stock. Put a certain amount of lives. Stocks. No one ever mentions the time. No one ever mentions the sports mode for requests. Can you play the time mode or the sports mode? Everyone says stock. stock. They're not thinking about the other modes because it's just limited. So I'm just hoping that they bring more. I'm gonna keep on playing the game all the way until Rocko come out. I'm still playing the game. Even if Rocko is the last character, I'm still playing the game. And that's why I'm making these series universal packs. Universe packs and character requests. There's so many characters they can get. The potential is still there. But it's time for that crossplay to come out so people start playing and then more modes to increase the play value. But when you don't have much to go off of, people are going to get bored. So I'm not sure. I just hope that we hear something soon. But they can do some kind of shadow drop and surprise us with that crossplay whenever they can get to it. But the online is definitely something that needs to be fixed before then, because with crossplay and with this current state of the online connections, it's not gonna run well. But let me know what y'all think. I just think maybe crossplay might come out with Rocko, but that'll be a huge mega update, a super ultra mega update with crossplay coming out with Rocko to complete the first ever universe pack. That's gonna be huge.